Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skyazrael.com if you want life coaching or mentoring. I got my little phone camera propped up in the toolbox. Let's hope it doesn't fall over. If it falls over, the video's over. I just wanted to talk about physical fitness. Getting jacked. A lot of young guys in particular want to get real jacked, get huge, become bodybuilders. I don't see anything wrong with being ripped, being lean. You want to get some muscles and have striations and some veins popping and all that. There's nothing wrong with looking like that. But this unnatural aspect of it with steroids and just massive supplements, that's really what I want to talk about. There's this aspect of masculinity where some people seem to think that being a bodybuilder, specifically that bodybuilder look, that's the only way to be a real man. That's what they dream of. They want to just look like that. I'm telling you, it's unhealthy. To have that bodybuilder look is unhealthy. Let's get this straight. Bodybuilding is a sport. It's not an aspect of physical fitness or of health. If you go to a physical therapist, who's the guy who has Athlean X? That's a great channel. You should check him out. Jeff Cavallari. And he used to be, I believe, a trainer for the Mets. He's a great dude. He's got 15 million subscribers. That channel is legit as fuck. If you go to him and say, I want to be in the best shape, I want to be strong, intimidating, ripped, he's going to be like, great. Sign up for the program, no problem, I can do that for you. But what he's not going to do is get you into the sport of bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is a sport, just like baseball is a sport, football is a sport, downhill slalom skiing is a sport. When you're involved in a sport, it's about winning. The goal of bodybuilding is not to be the healthiest. The guy who wins Mr. Olympia isn't the healthiest man. He's the biggest. It's about winning. Bodybuilding is about money. I know bodybuilders. I go to a gym where a lot of big guys work out, real big, giant goons. It's about the purse, the money. That's why they do it. That's why they're up there in their little Speedos posing like weirdos, which I've always thought was a rather feminine thing to walk around posing in little Speedos. But it's about the money. Some of these guys make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for just doing that. So in nowhere in that sport is there physical fitness or health. It's not about strength. It's not about the numbers on your blood test when you go to the doctor or anything like that. It's not about endurance. It's just about looking a certain way. Now, you may have fantasized, you may have dreams of looking like that. That is a childish fantasy of what masculinity is. Just recognize that. Recognize that guys who want to be bodybuilders for the image of it, for the aesthetics, to be able to walk around and be like, yeah, check me out. That is just ego. It's a childlike view of what manhood is. To be playing with action figures and watching superheroes, and to want to become Superman instead of wanting to be your father, right? A normal guy. What I suggest is to get into a healthy lifestyle of physical fitness, which includes daily working out, cardio, strength training, core training, all of it together. Also, more importantly so, a healthy diet. Stop drinking. I suggest stop drinking altogether. This is October. It's supposed to be sober October. I've been sober for more than 20 years. Alcohol is killing you and it's making you more feminine. You guys out there that want to be more masculine, stop drinking alcohol. You're turning yourself into a woman by drinking alcohol. But nonetheless, what you put into yourself matters, and you want to honor your body as a temple and only offer your temple good offerings. Are you going to go and offer your gods rotten food and food that's going to kill you? I wouldn't play a risky game like that. I honor, myself and have self-love. So think about being healthy, being ripped, being lean. When you get to be my age, for you young guys out there, be a strong old man. With a flare of my nostrils and the correcting of my posture, I got most of these young guys terrified, if I want them to be. Nobody's trying to steal my wallet, or I don't worry about criminals. I don't worry about beef or anything like that. Because I'm an incredibly dominant, scary motherfucker when I want to be. But it has nothing to do with being a bodybuilder. Please do not fall victim to all the online stuff that's going on out there about having six-pack abs, about getting ripped, these crazy workouts, about becoming a big giant bodybuilder. It's a slippery slope. You will find tons and tons and tons of information out there that tell you why steroids are bad, why the entire supplement industry is a goddamn scam, unregulated by the FDA. Go look at people like Dorian Yates. He has a podcast. Remember Dorian Yates? Any of you old guys out there? Dorian Yates, for you young guys, probably don't even know who he is. Dorian Yates was Mr. Olympia a couple times in a row. He was gigantic. Dorian Yates was gigantic. And his workouts were insane. The most insane workouts that you can imagine. Just crazy shit. I used to love the magazines back in those days, the bodybuilding magazines, because I, as a young guy also, I aspired to be a big goon. I think I gained, me and my brother tried to get big, I gained like 65 or 70 pounds in a couple months. Everybody was like, oh, you're on steroids, you're on steroids. What's going on, what's going on? We were pounding weight gain shakes, eating all kinds of food, 7,000 calories a day, whole pounds of meat, whole boxes of pasta, whole chickens, just swallowing chickens down like a fucking boa constrictor, just force feeding ourselves. And I got big. But I also became really unhealthy. Go look at Ronnie Coleman. What happened to Ronnie Coleman? Remember him? He was the biggest of the big. He was the biggest man ever. Ronnie Coleman was the biggest motherfucker in the world who's ever lived. 3 or 4 times the size of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You put the two together, Arnold Schwarzenegger looks like a little skinny guy. Look at Ronnie Coleman now. You see him now? Go look at him now. All I wanted to do with this video is just kind of attack this fantasy that people have about getting big and getting jacked, and as if that's somehow going to make you a man. All it's going to do is make you a weak little bitch, and you're going to spend the rest of your fucking days in the doctor while old guys like me are having fun riding motorcycles and doing all kinds of cool shit. It's food for thought.